It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Okay, right?
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. He finds some open field here. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared. field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking for Campbell downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is fielded at the 7. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Here's Fuller with a catch.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon.
And some room to roam now.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. Black blue. Black open.
Here goes Stroud again.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Again, it's Stroud.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Let's go. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Stroud to throw it.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They get this out left, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Cannon.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Stroud.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Now, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 3 from the 9.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here we go. Ready?
They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
On the double.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Okay, break.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Cannon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And some space here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Down. Keep that promise. Keep that promise. And the ball.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, who picked off the last one? What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Cannon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Cannon. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cannon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Houston, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week.